Ah, okay, the brake bias. There we go, that's better. I was wondering why it wouldn't turn. Taking that a lot wider. That's okay, it's an outlap. That was terrible. So slow. Okay, he just crashed. I guess he doesn't know the track. I was just going 161 and didn't need to shift yet. It's good to know. Because you really want to wind this car out. Not that much. Wow, there's nobody on right now. I already botched the lap, so it's not a big deal that I was auto driving for a little bit. Man, I got so close. I laid on the gas a little bit too early and broke a little bit late there. That's okay. This should be a much better lap anyway. Somewhere I lost 4/10. That's okay. I think the tire wear might have something to do with it. I'm gonna change the settings. It's just 5 lap sprints anyway. What if that's a corner cut? Guess not. People are watching the stream. If only I can get someone to join the lobby. I could change the track. Now if only I could get one of my regulars to comment. That would be nice. Damn it. I really hate being on controller and not having full range of motion. Like, look at where the little red dot is. That's like 3/4 of the way turning. Like, it should be all the way to the right or all the way to the left, but it's only 3/4 of the way. But if I wanted to buy a direct drive wheelbase, that would cost over $500. So it would probably cost around over $1,000 to get a decent setup. And then I would have to start all over again. I'd have to start from scratch, not knowing how to actually use a wheel, or get to know all the braking points again from bumper cam, or like how to drive from bumper cam if I had a wheel instead of a controller. Missed the apex and didn't get on the power early enough. And look at that, I'm turning as hard as I can and I'm still only hitting 3/4 hold in. You don't do manual, use automatic transmission? Do you use TCS? Gran Turismo 7 is hard for me because the physics changes. Gran Turismo Sport was where it's at for me. Olden, is that your birth year too? Or just a random number. Sorry, I don't want to judge. I am pretty old myself. I just can't sleep and decided to play some Gran Turismo. I have a lot of older friends who play Gran Turismo in their 50s and 60s. Well, you have to start somewhere. Like turning off TCS should be the last thing. But if you're using like active stability management, you should turn that off. Try to start shifting on your own a little bit. I mean, I'm not very good either. Like just there, I shifted down into first when I didn't need to. It's just an open lobby. You can see my name. It's the name of the lobby is "Come Race with Me." ... or period. Pick the next track. ... or something. I think I can give you the room ID. But if you just search up St. Croix B reverse. If you search for a track, St. Croix B reverse. Yeah, go into the lobby and search for St. Croix B reverse. I guarantee I will be the only person racing at this track. Good old St. Croix. Yeah, I'm all by my lonesome in a lobby waiting for people to join. Yeah, just search by track. I'm setting really terrible lap times. Gotta do better. Nobody races this track. Nobody really knows this track very well. I cannot believe I didn't get a penalty. Yeah, so as far as assists go, and not using, using automatic gear shifts, I guess it depends on the car. Like some cars you want to rev out and some cars you want to short shift. So you definitely want to lean toward the cars that you want to rev out when you're choosing a car. But just trying to learn how to race without traction control, how to race and shift for yourself. I guess I never really had to learn that because I've been shifting for myself ever since Gran Turismo 4. When I started shifting for myself, even before I started driving a car in real life, I was driving manual in Gran Turismo, and now I drive a manual car in real life, and I can never go back. I hope they keep making manual transmission cars with the stick shift, because I can't imagine driving an automatic. Not much faster, only a tenth faster. Yeah, tell me if you can find the lobby or not. If I'm having internet issues, then you won't be able to find it. But dude, being on controller sucks so bad sometimes. Because look at the little red reticle above the gears. I'm turning as hard as I can. It finally let me turn as hard as I can. And sometimes it only wants to turn 3/4 of the way. I shifted early there. Lost a lot of time. Lost almost 2/10. Hey, that's you. You found my room. Let's go. Do you know this track at all? These are some really bad lap times. I can give you a walkthrough real quick if you don't want to just jump right out onto the track. So there's a lot of markers on this track that'll tell you where to brake. Like a lot of the candy cane striping, the meter markers. Like that's the 100 board is the last turn. The candy cane striping will give you a clue onto the first turn, like right after the 100 board. Yeah, so just watch for a lap. So right here, it's right where the curbing starts. And you want to hit your apex, accelerate out, use the full width of the track. This is kind of a blind turn. You got to start turning in before you can even see the apex. You kind of want to miss the first apex and then clip the second one. Lift here again, you have to lift. And then there's these patches on the ground, you could see these little black, like dark colored rectangles. Oh, did you get kicked? It said you left the room, but I don't think you actually left the room. That one doesn't really have a marker of where to brake. Yeah, maybe it's my Wi-Fi. I saw your name appear and then it said that you'd left. What a bummer. I'm racing terribly right now. Gotta pick up the pace. I think I just lost my fast lap. Yeah, I did. Yeah, the other guy got kicked out too. I think it might be my Wi-Fi. It just keeps resetting. This is the first time you tried a lobby? Have you just been doing racing against AI mostly? Or have you been doing... I don't know, this Thomas Ramos, the guy from it, so... You never tried an open lobby before? Have you been doing sport mode at all? Like actually racing other people? Dude, if my fucking Wi-Fi isn't working and it's not letting people join the room, that would blow. That's fine. But it keeps kicking you out of the room. I just saw that you left the room again or something. I don't know if you keep trying to join and it keeps kicking you out. Yeah, if all you do is sport mode, then you're never going to get to know this track because they never put Circuit St. Croix B in sport mode. Have you done any manufacturers or Nations Cup races? Or just daily races? What a bummer. I need to make money so I can buy the new Porsche. Or maybe I should just sign with Porsche as my manufacturer and get a rental. Is that a new track? That's probably a new track I'm not familiar with. That's pretty dope though. That's really good. Manufacturer's Cup is fun. I haven't done it really at all since Gran Turismo Sport. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know you tried like 5 or 6 times. It really sucks that you couldn't get in. I hope it's not my Wi-Fi. What, T500 Thrustmaster? Yeah, I had a G29 for a little bit too. It just did not do it for me at all. Honestly, if I'm gonna get a setup, I want to get a direct drive. I'm gonna spend like $500 on a direct drive wheelbase and do a proper setup. Because, like, I think the G29 is gear driven, and then there's belt driven, like the CSL Elite. Fanatec CSL Elite is belt driven, and that's a lot better than gear driven. Like, a lot better than a Logitech. And I guess Thrustmaster is probably belt driven as well. I think you should start by learning to drive and shift your own gears. Wait, see if you can make a lobby, and I'll see if I can find it. How about that? Because I want to test my Wi-Fi now. Have you ever made a lobby before? I can walk you through it. Direct drive is fastest, yeah. That would definitely be for the best if I could get a direct drive. But it's expensive. I just fucked up that. I didn't downshift enough. Fuck. You never made a lobby before? Alright. So let me see. So this is what you want to do, is you want to pick your track, right? Pick the number of laps. So if you want to do sprint races, and then also you have to title your lobby. So like the first thing that you'll see when you go to lobby is create lobby. I do custom weather, but you can just do preset weather. So if you want to do like sprint races is pretty much what attracts people. So you want to do 5 laps of whatever track, and then tuning on, rolling start, fastest first, the BOP on, and then this, you want to turn off everything. Yeah, direct drive is almost $600, that's true. Turn off everything, like turn all the check marks off on all these settings. Like, you don't want to be able to adjust any of this. You want balance of performance on, but you do want to be able to change the brake balance. So just keep a check on brake balance, and then everything else, transmission, differential, and suspension, you want to turn all those off. Boost, none. Slipstream strength, real. Mechanical damage, light. Visible damage, on. Tire wear, off, because it's sprint races. Fuel consumption, off, because it's sprint races. Real grip reduction. I like to keep it 80 seconds to give people a chance to finish. Default for that. 0 minimum. Required tire change, no. And then this is where it's really important. Regulation settings. So this is the race settings. You want to do group 3. But BOP on, right? BOP up there is on. Racing soft tires, so racing and then usable, you just have soft clicked, hard and medium off. Nitrous prohibited, engine swap prohibited, tuning extreme and lower. And then shortcuts. Weak penalty for shortcuts, weak penalty for wall collision, ghosting, weak. And then all these driving options and assists, you just want to keep them open. John Star 56 and Space Junkie. I think it might be my Wi-Fi, because people are trying to join and my Wi-Fi is just kicking them out. That sucks. Okay, so yeah, go to create room, race settings. You already figured out your weather. You already figured out your track and your number of laps. So you want to do rolling start, fastest first, tuning, balance of performance on, and then click all of these off. I'll do it again because I forgot to apply. But keep brake balance on. Keep brake balance checked. Boost, none. Slipstream, real, not weak. Mechanical damage, light. Visible damage, on. Tire wear, off. Fuel consumption, off. Grip reduction, off track, real. You give people like a minute to finish. So I'll stop right there. That's the most important thing. BOP, and then settings, brake balance. That's it. Mechanical damage, light. Tire wear, off. Fuel consumption, off. BOP on, yes. And then settings for the BOP. Everything, no checks except for brake balance. So you have to turn all of these off manually. Light mechanical damage. 60-second till the race race finish delay, 60 seconds to give people a chance to finish, compared to the person who finished first. Grip reduction, real. Slipstream strength, real. You have to change all that. And then once you get down to regulation settings, let me know. You definitely want balance of performance on, and not very much tuning. The only tuning you want is brake balance. Category group 3, you don't have to worry about any of this because balance of performance is on. So minimum power, minimum weight, the power points limit. Okay, so group 3, usable tires, racing, softs, nitrous prohibited, required tire types none, cart usage off, engine swap prohibited, tuning parts extreme and lower. None of this, all this should be unrestricted. Year, drivetrain, aspiration, unrestricted, shortcut, weak, wall collision, weak, ghosting, weak. And that's it. That's all you have to change. I know that's a lot. What track are you doing, by the way? Mount Panorama? Okay. Okay. You're familiar with Mount Panorama? Gotcha. That's the name of the room? Okay. I'll check it out. Alright. I think I found your lobby. We'll see if it kicks me out. See if my Wi-Fi is working. Oh, you put it to group 4? Oh, you didn't restrict what cars we can use. Go over next to the enter. Should there should be like a little crown icon, and then that instead of start race, go to change settings. You can change the settings from after you started the room, so you could change it to group 3. Yeah, you can go back and change your settings. This thing looks sick. Yaris RZ High Performance 2020. So you have to click on the crown, right? Click on the crown, and then you, after you change it to group 3, you hit apply. And the apply should be the big yellow to the left. Group 3 should be buying racing tires for this bad boy. Okay, let's see what you got. Race for fun, auto start off, mount panorama, 5 laps. Preset weather, rolling start, fastest first. Oh, you gotta change this too. You gotta click off all these. So all you have checked is brake balance. Slipstream real. Visible damage should be on. Mechanical damage light. Grip reduction off track, that needs to be real. So you got the slipstream strength right, but the settings options, you need to change that. Filter by category, group 3. Required tire type should be racing. Engine swap should be prohibited. There's a lot that you have to change when you're setting up a lobby. Flag rules on. Ghosting should be weak. Wall collision weak. Shortcut penalty weak. And then hit apply. Most important is group 3 and these settings right here. you need to check off everything but brake balance. Nothing else should be changeable. Then it'll be like a race B. Like you shouldn't be able to change your tune your transmission, or your differential, or your suspension, your downforce, or your anti-lag. Just your brake balance. But those are the two most important things: filter by category, group 3, and then the settings options and BOP on. So you almost got it. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. I've set up a lot of lobbies over the years, so it just comes naturally to me. Let's see what you got. Settings. This is the big one. So let's see if you changed it to group 3. Right down here under regulation settings, you want to change it to group 3. Usable tires, racing. There you go. You got racing. And then usable tire types. You want to switch that to click off. You want to make it so it's only softs are available. So you want to make the check mark off on hard and medium. So it's only check mark on soft. It's all good though, you're learning. Grip reduction off track has to be real. Filter by category. Right under regulation settings, group 3. Engine swap should be prohibited. Racing tires, just racing softs. But group 3 is the big one. Filter by category, group 3. This thing's almost as strong as a Group 3 car. This Amuse S2000. That car's pretty sweet. It's gonna have terrible brakes though. Oh, the brakes aren't actually that bad. Okay, let's see. Group 3, softs. Okay. Okay, let's see what else. What else has to change? Rolling start, fastest first. Settings. This one right here, you have to change. The only thing that should be checked is brake balance. Everything else needs to be unchecked. Group 3, racing softs. There you go. Engine swap needs to be prohibited. The penalties, the wall collision and shortcut penalties should be weak. You're figuring it out though. At least you got Group 3. You got that figured out. Well, figure out these settings first. Over at this right here, the screw with the 3 lines next to it, that's where you change your car. I've been trying to save up for that Porsche. I don't have enough credits to buy the new Porsche, the Group 3 Porsche, the 2022. I don't have enough credits for that. So let's see, what else? This you need to change right here. Grip reduction off track needs to be real instead of low. Engine swap needs to be prohibited. Yeah, sure. No worries, man. The penalties, wall collision penalty and shortcut penalty have to be weak, and ghosting should also be weak, especially on a narrow course that's all hilly and windy like Mount Panorama. You should put ghosting on weak. And this is really important right here. People should not be tuning their cars. It should be balance of performance. The only thing that should be available is brake balance. The driving options, limitations, that's all fine. All of it could be no limit. Shortcut penalty weak, wall collision penalty weak, ghosting during a race weak, engine swap prohibited, tuning parts extreme and lower, extreme or lower. Nobody should be tuning their car. No limit, unrestricted, unrestricted, no limit. That's all fine. But you got the tire switch to soft and you got group 3 on, so that's good. And you just have to remember to hit apply. Are you already out on the track? Are you still changing? Settings changed. Grip protection real. Good. Real. Engine swap prohibited. Extreme lower. Penalty settings. That's good. This is the big one though, right here. Make sure the only thing that's checked is brake balance. So that's good. Grip reduction real. What else did you change? Engine swap prohibited. Tuning parts extreme. Shortcut penalty is now weak. You should make the wall collision penalty weak too, because there's so many walls. Unless you want to keep wall collision penalty off, that's fine. Damage is light, so that's like enough of a penalty right there for colliding with a wall, just having light damage. Ghosting during race should be weak, especially with damage on. Right here. Ghosting during race weak. Wall collision penalty weak. Okay. Let's check if there's anything else you need to change. This BOP. That's all good. That's all good. Group 3. Okay, so this is the last thing. The settings options. This right here. That's the last thing. You need to click on these settings and then uncheck everything except for brake balance so people can't tune. And then save these settings. After you change this, save these settings. So if you want to make another lobby, you can just load the settings and then the only thing you would have to change is the track. So let's look again. you don't want any of these things checked except for brake balance. People should be able to change their brake balance, but they should not be able to change downforce. They should not be able to change their transmission. They should not be able to change their differential. They should not be able to change their suspension. All of that has to be not checked except for brake balance. And then save the settings. Sweet. I think you got it. Go back to the crown and save the settings. And then you can load these settings, and then all you would have to do is change the track whenever you wanted to race a different track. You could save all these settings, and then all you would have to do is change the track. So I think we're good to go. We can race now. But make sure you save these settings so you don't have to do all that again. I'm not that good at Mount Panorama. I'll wait for you to drive by and I'll tail you a little bit once you're ready to go. And then all you got to do is go to enter and then enter the course. You saved it. Okay, good. Yeah, then you could just, all you would have to do is change the track, and then you can start a lobby whenever you want. See if anyone will join. So we can race now. Don't start the race. Let's do some warm-up laps. Vantage. The host has ended the game. Oh, dang it. So I don't think it may have been my Wi-Fi that kicked me out. Maybe. Not sure. Oh, you hit exit by accident? That's okay. See if you can load those settings again. Region all. Category group 3. You should be able to just load those settings. See if you can find this room. Just search group 3, all regions. So here, I'll exit and I'll find it again. So if you search, go to all regions, go to group 3, and then track. See if you can find Major, Autodromo, Major. Room not found. Oh dang. Oh, okay. I'll check yours then. There it is, first one. So you were able to load the settings, that's good. I'll tell you for a little bit. So you got some people joining already. You'll probably catch up to me. I'm pretty slow at this track. I lifted way too much there. So you just wait for a few people to join, and then you can start the race just by pressing start or the options button. Nice lap. Nice lap, dude. fucked up pretty bad there. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch you. You just keep getting faster. I am bad at Mount Panorama. Damn. Alright, I gotta try and reel you in. I'm probably not gonna be able to pass you, but I gotta get closer. I guess the only thing you're really struggling with is consistency, because your pace is good, especially considering your driver rating. You seem to have really good pace at this track, especially. I'm not going to defend here. Oh, I fucked up. Damn it. Oh, that's crippling right there. Damage and a 1.5 second penalty. Still have damage. I don't think you're going to mess up bad enough for me to catch up again. You pretty much got it locked down now. Fuck, 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 fuck. Got on the power way too early. Okay, okay. Like I said, not very good at Mount Panorama. Got my ass thoroughly whooped, and we still have 2 more laps to go. Well, I guess I could go for a better lap. I should probably take that in second. Took that way too hot. Damn. Okay, I'm fucked. Real big time damage. And a penalty to serve on the next lap. Damn. I don't know what it is about this track. I've just never come to grips with it. .206.2, nice. Obviously, I need more practice. So, what other track do you like? You're probably pushing for a faster lap right now, so I'm not going to try and talk to you. And a 3-second penalty now? Jeez. I'm keeping the violator in the race. We could do Dragon Trail Seaside. Or Mount Panorama, not Mount Panorama, Maggiore. I mean, St. Croix B Reverse is still my favorite. But if you want to get people to join your lobby, I would suggest Red Bull Ring or Dragon Trail Seaside. Let's go to Violator. Yeah, Red Bull Ring or Dragon Trail Seaside. If you want people to join. see how many credits I made. 14,000 credits. Let's go. Only about 600,000 more credits. Yeah, just wait for a bit. People will join, hopefully. You got the settings right, and you got a popular track that people like to join. Hopefully it'll show up on some people's radars. Ugh. I don't do Gran Turismo 7 streams very often. I just couldn't sleep. So here I am playing Gran Turismo 7. Someone mentioned Gran Turismo 7 and it made me want to race a little bit. Did you play Gran Turismo Sport, or like is Gran Turismo 7 your first Gran Turismo? Did you play Gran Turismo 4 on the PlayStation 2? Tell me a little bit about your Gran Turismo history, Olden. Couldn't sleep? Couldn't sleep and you felt like racing. Gotcha. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I started with Gran Turismo 1 as well. When I was like, what, 13 or something? When did that come out? 1998? Must have been 14. You didn't get Gran Turismo Sport then? I know a few guys in their 60s who play Gran Turismo. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Okay, it's just an outlap. Terrible. Okay, let's try that again. Why the fuck won't my car turn all the way? You didn't like the online on Gran Turismo Sport? People may be mad. Gotcha. Oh no. Damage and a penalty? Okay, let's try that again. Peugeot, let's go. Probably staying fourth there. See, I'm turning as hard as I can. It's still only going like maybe 2/3 of the way, not even 3/4. I'm honestly surprised that nobody's joining. And I'm surprised that I haven't been kicked. If no one can join my room, how come I can join your room and stay in your room? Okay, let's set a decent lap now. Damn it. That's okay. I'll just keep going. Maybe the fourth lap or the third lap will be the charm. I'm going to have to serve the penalty on the next lap. Oh, 2 more people joined. That's cool. I guess Olden's trying a different car, probably. So you got 6 people in here now. Let's go. 'Cause Dragon Trail. I'm not going to set a good lap, but that's okay. I'll just start near the back. I cannot get anything right now. Ferrari, Citroen again, WRX, Ford, Holden in the Ford. This must be the new Porsche. Or is it the old Porsche? Kinda looks like the old Porsche. Okay, I got some people to chase now, so that's good. Oh no, hang on to it. Oh no! the Violator takes a spill as well. Damn it. Barely grazed the wall. .138.7 is not a bad lap time. That's like a 138.8 really. See how many people are in here now. It's a pretty good group already. I'll try not to embarrass myself this time, Odin. Ready when you are. No turn one heroes, let's go. It's Mike T, no! Guess the Japanese guys checked out. It's all the way up there. No, Olden! Baseball Ray kind of fucked you over there. Hi, Melody. Okay, the violator. Next target. Shit. I saved it, I think. I saved it. Oh, baseball. He slingshotted. Okay, 1.5 seconds. Let's see if I can reel him in, or if he makes a mistake. Damn it. That's gonna fuck me up permanently. 1.5 seconds and damage. Well, I guess I know where I'm gonna finish if I don't fuck up on the chicane of death. I'm doomed to finish in third unless I fuck up the chicane of death. Terrible right now. Holden got past Baseball Ray. Let's go. He must have fucked up the chicane. I don't think I'm gonna cash the violator because I just fucked up pretty bad when I saw that Baseball Ray left the lobby, but we'll see. broke early there. I'm racing so bad. The Japanese guy just lost 10 seconds, and I just spun out. Holden's gonna catch me. And I got a 1.5 second penalty and damage. Okay, the damage went away at least. I managed to embarrass myself again. Sad times. But that's okay. $11,000 credits. It's gonna take forever. Ugh. It's gonna take like 60 more races. What, fuck up and embarrass yourself? Yeah. Same. Red Bull Ring. I'm gonna try the Lancer. Alright, Olden. We'll see if anyone joins Red Bull Ring. Please don't be a penalty. Damn it. Maybe I should have stuck with the McLaren. I'll put TCS on 1. Please don't be a penalty. No penalty. Let's go. That's a big old penalty, but I don't care. Okay, I avoided a penalty somehow. Let's go, I'll take it. That's a penalty for sure. Yeah. Half-second penalty. So we got a few people joining. Another penalty. That's okay. Holden's going for that fast lap right now, I can tell. Another penalty. This should be an interesting race. Hopefully I don't shit the bed. I want to see if he's streaming right now. Let me see what it says. The Hero Company. $11 months ago. The Hero Company by Divilator. 10 months ago, 3 views. 11 months ago, 4 views. Oh, he does have a YouTube video. And he does have like a league or something. $14 subscribers. Okay. Oh, Olden did get that fastest lap. Let's go. And the Japanese guy joined back. Uh-oh. huge mistake. Oh no. Odin spun at turn 1. Not good. I went way deep. Not good. Well, I've continued the pattern of making an ass of myself. That's okay. Hope that's not a penalty. It might be. It is a penalty. Looks like it's going to be me and you, Olden, racing for last place. Racing for not last place. There's another penalty. Yep. Yep. And another one. That's okay. Holden's gonna get me on the next straight. Oh, he's got a penalty too. I think the Brazilian broke a little bit early there, but that's okay. I really hope that's not a penalty. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude? That little bump. Well, whatever. Race over. It happens. It might be a penalty. Look at who came in last place again. Me. First it was Mount Panorama. I should have came in last at Dragon Trail, but Olden had some unfortunate accidents. What the fuck? Okay, that was all rubber banding on my end, my connection. Terrible, terrible, terrible. All right, Olden. We'll do one more here. We got more people joining, so it should be good. I'll try not to shit the bed like every other time. Let's find Olden in the Ferrari. Oh no, penalty. So that means you're gonna have to do another lap, and then another lap after that. to set a hot lap. Okay, I'm getting out on the course. See if I can set a decent lap. Start in the middle of the pack maybe, not at the back. Penalty, maybe. The Taiwanese guy left because he got tired of waiting. I wonder if the A+ driver left too. Whatever, I'll start in the back. I missed that first turn. Yeah, the A+ driver left as well. I'm starting in the middle anyway. Damn. Hold in. Hang in there, bro. Violator went off. I guess the Brazilian was sent to the Shadow Realm? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Instadovas. He said he subbed, so that's pretty cool. Let's go, Olden. You can catch Pajax Gamma. There you go. There's your shot. He caught sand a little bit. I could make it interesting by getting a bunch of penalties. But I think I'm just gonna try and get like a good lap or something. Maybe a 129 something. Damn it, that's a penalty. Not a penalty. Okay, never mind.